I also have the right to debate with you Allah's existence. This is one thing. Now, coming back to Sigmund Freud, another thing he comes out with is what? The subconscious. That subconsciously we do things. And he says this whole thing that we want to kill our father is embedded in our subconscious. Media specifically aims at your subconscious. I'm not one of those conspiracy theorists, but somebody who studied media, I will tell you now, without a doubt, I have been told, I have been trained that in the world of media, they teach us, the students, in advertising how to manipulate your mind. Adverts are not about promoting sale. Adverts are about changing opinion. Newspapers are about promoting sales. I'll quickly conclude, because time is running out. But advertisement is when I'm on the train, and I want you to try this on your way home or whenever you're going to university. Sit down and grab a pen and paper and have a tally chart ready. From the moment you enter the train station, count every advertisement you see. Whether you have been affected by it or not. Whether you stared long at it or not. The moment you recognize it, chick, there we go, that's one advert. I did this. In less than 14 minutes, I saw more than 45 adverts. Your mind is constantly bombarded. When I go home and I've seen an advert about links, as soon as the advert comes on TV, again I've seen about links. Then I walk into the shop and I see links. Inevitably I'm going to think, you know what, links is the best product. It's been embedded in my subconscious. Islam came and said what? There is the subconscious. However, the subconscious is not about manipulating. The subconscious is for us to reach it. There is something called al-ilm, our knowledge of the Ahlul Bayt is called, God, I forgot the name of it now. But anyway, ilm of Ahlul Bayt, we say that they have reached the furthest layer of their subconscious. Which means what? Islam came with this theory a very long time ago, the subconscious exists. However, it didn't give you a polluted version. Whereas Sigmund Freud, high on cocaine, is giving you such a polluted version. Islam, on the other hand, gives you a perfect version. Islam, on the other hand, tells you what? You should strive. One of the things which you should strive for is freedom. Again, I mentioned this yesterday, but today I will mention it again, because this, my brothers and sisters, is what we need to realize. Again, coming back to the construction of identity, Muslims have now been constructed in a way that we are terrorists. I personally, from the member of Imam Hussain alayhi salam Allah, in front of the camera, in front of everyone, I will say there is extreme Islam, without a doubt. However, this is not the Islam of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. This is not the Islam of Rasulullah. This is not the Islam of Zainab alayhi salam Allah. This is not the Islam of Zain al-Abidin. This is not the Islam of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. This is not, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa alihi. This is not even the Islam of those who followed Ahlul Bayt, those like the companions who went to Kerbala, like Maytham al-Tammar. Maytham al-Tammar, I will speak about him more inshallah on the 4th night of Muharram, or on the 3rd night of Muharram. But he's someone who didn't believe in violence. He's someone who accepted his final death. They came to him, Ubaydullah ibn Ziyad alayhi lanatullah came to him, and he held him captive. And he said to him, now look, they know Ali ibn Abi Talib told them what their end will be. He said to him, how do you see your final end? What did Ali ibn Abi Talib tell you will happen to you? He said, my Mawla said to me that I will be crucified on the street. One arm will be cut off, one leg will be cut off, and my tongue will be cut off. So he said to him, I will make Ali ibn Abi Talib a liar. He said, how? He said, I will cut your arm and cut your leg, but I will not cut off your tongue. Did he fight back? No. Ali. They crucified him, they cut off his hand, they cut off his leg. He passes out, he was bleeding profoundly, that he passes out. He regains conscience. Now the smallest thing happens to us. We trip and we're like, oh, my leg, take me to the hospital. He's knocked out unconscious. He regains conscience. What's the first thing he says? The word doesn't even leave his lips. He says, Wallah, I heard Rasulullah say, Ali is this, Ali is this, Ali is this. Then he would pass out again, regain conscience. He says, Wallah, I've seen Ali do this, Ali do this, Ali do this. He will pass out. There was more than 1,000 people surrounding him, listening. They were thinking, what is going on? This guy, how great is Ali to this guy? That he's not even complaining from the pain. You know what they turned around, the companions of Ibn Ziyad, alayhi lanatullah, they said to him, they said, I swear if he carries on talking, there will be a huge revolt against us. So what did he say? He said, cut off his tongue, stop him from talking. So when the guy climbed up to cut his tongue, what did he say to him? He smiled, thinking that he's going to make Maytham Tammar afraid of death. He said to him, how do you find yourself now that we're about to cut your tongue? He said, I find it such a beautiful thing that I know my Mawla is on haqq. Ali ibn Abi Talib said, my tongue will be cut. My tongue is going to be cut. Alhamdulillah, I am happy. Because right until the end, my life has proved to me that Ali is on haqq. This was the loyalty of one of the companions of Ali ibn Abi Talib. Now I want to talk, I know tonight is the night when Imam Hussain alayhi salamullah entered Kerbala. However, for me, I have this personal relationship with Al-Banin alayhi salamullah. And tonight I want to dedicate the Masayib to Al-Banin alayhi salamullah. Al-Banin alayhi salamullah, before Fatima Zahra passed away, she said, Oh Ali, all the Ahlul Bayt without a doubt knew what will happen in Kerbala. Fatima Zahra alayhi salamullah's dua was what? She wanted somebody to be in Kerbala. Someone to be the helper, the aid of Imam Hussain alayhi salamullah. If we realistically look at the companions of Imam Hussain, we see that the only person who we can realistically say was part of the army of Imam Hussain alayhi salamullah was Abu Fadl al-Abbas alayhi salamullah. Because he was the only one who was tried in battle. The rest were tried in battle, yes, but they were too old. And Islam said they're free from fighting. There's no need for them to fight. It's not compulsory on them. Yet they fought with Imam Hussain alayhi salamullah's side because there was nobody else to support him. And because they knew who he was. But Abu Fadl al-Abbas is realistically the only one who we can say is the army. Witness to this is when Imam Hussain alayhi salamullah comes to the body of Abu Fadl al-Abbas. What does he say? He says, Abbas, now my army has been defeated. And my troops have been scattered. And my enemy has mocked me. And my position has been weakened. This is when he lost one individual, Abu Fadl al-Abbas alayhi salamullah. Fatima Zahra prayed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This dua was answered through Al-Banin. In fact, some people say that Fatima specifically alayhi salamullah told Ali ibn Abi Talib, marry Al-Banin. Who is Al-Banin? I want to spend 2 minutes because time is running out, but just to look at the pure life of this noble woman who taught us so many lessons about Imam Hussain alayhi salamullah, that she said to Abu Fadl al-Abbas, Abbas, never call Hussain brother, call him master. For he is your master in the dunya and in the akhirah. Abbas, when you sit next to Imam Hussain alayhi salamullah, sit as if you are doing tashahhud in salah. Because in tashahhud, we know that we are before Allah.